Starting the stream. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of... Right, I forgot I created this 6-7 world. Apparently, if you enter in the seed number 6-7, this is not a joke. It's not a joke. The map... Let me see if I... Okay, there's... It's like cloudy. Can I turn off clouds? Yeah, so this is not a joke. If you enter in the seed number 6-7... How do I turn off clouds? There we go. There's the 6. And I need to fly up a little higher, actually. There's the 6. And that's the 7. If you enter in the seed number 6-7, you'll actually get 6-7. Anyway. So, I actually went back to my last stream to check where the stronghold actually was, the fortress. And it looks like it's at X239 Y97, I mean Z975. So it looks like we're pretty much on the right x-axis. We just need to go this way. So, Teo! Ultraman Teo! Everyone hyped for Ultraman Teo? Alright, I want y'all's opinions on this. Actually, hold on. Let me try not to die while I set up a YouTube poll on stream. Hold on, I knew how to do this, like... There's... Engage... Okay, yeah, there it is. Start a poll. Ultraman Teo will be awesome. Hello there. Cyberlight and a Balton Saging. Good. Mediocre. Or bad. Alright. 2 hours away from Ultraman Teo. Leave your predictions in the poll. And try to find the stronghold now. So yeah, I just kind of want to talk about Ultraman Teo. We are 2 hours away from the 60th anniversary show. Yeah. Good? Yeah, it probably won't be... I'll admit, it probably won't be as good as Ultraman Orb. Definitely not... I mean, I don't think anything could be quite as good as Orb, except for, like, Jeed, Zet, and Mebius. But, no, I think that there will be a show one day that's just as good as Orb. I honestly don't expect it to be this show, but I do expect it to be good. I need for us to return to the series somehow in Teo, says a Balton Saging. Yeah, I mean, I think that the show would really benefit from bringing back a lot of the classic Ultraman aliens. Like, we've seen, like, the classic Ultraman monsters, right? Like, Gamora, we've seen Gamora a ton, we've seen Telesdon and Gubula, and even, Gabora made a comeback in Omega, probably inspired by Shin Ultraman. Like, that was actually Gabora's first appearance, and shoot. Okay, it's just a baby. Chat, I'm getting killed by a baby. Send help. Anyway. Glazer? Me? Who am I glazing? Oh, Orb? Yeah, okay, I'll admit, I am glazing Orb a bit. I need to get out of this stupid piglin biome. Alright, 239, 975. So it's like 100 blocks this way. So we're gonna go through the Enderman biome. Bolton Station says release the baby. Oh, on me? Like the baby hoglin? Yeah. I'm just getting mogged by the babies. These babies know how to play Minecraft better than I do. Dude, the babies in Minecraft know how to play Minecraft better than, like, professional Minecrafters. Like, do I have to remind everyone what happened to Phil's on Minecraft? He got mogged by a baby. It was terrible. That's probably... I think that's my favorite running gag in the Dream SMP, is that every time a baby zombie got anywhere close to Phil's Technoblade would freak out. It was hilarious. There we go. The Fortress of Doom. How do I get down? Alright, how many concurrent views? We got 2 concurrent viewers. We're famous. Chat, we're big time streaming. Might actually be a good idea for me to hunt down some hoglins. We're running out of food. Alright, let me see this poll. It looks like, yep, everyone voted good. So far. I'll keep this poll open the whole stream, by the way. There's one behind me! Chat, we win these. We win these! Dude, I'm gonna die. Again. I've just found the stronghold and I'm gonna die. Chat, I think we can beat the Ender Dragon today. What time is it? We got 2 hours before the premiere. I think we can beat the Ender Dragon. Do this dream speedrun style, but without the potential cheating. Chat, I am low-key cooked. I'm in the nether. I'm on 1 heart. I'm not even wearing gold. Oh, I should probably put this on so that piglins don't kill me on sight. And I'm low-key lost. Again. I really need to... You know, if I can kill some hoglins with a lava bucket, I can't risk actually taking a fall right now. Okay. Bolton Sagan says, hopefully with how much appreciation we've been getting in non-series media... Oh, the Boltons. We'll tip our favor for being in Teo. I keep forgetting that a Bolton Saging talks in first person when he's talking about the Boltons. Guess it makes sense. I mean... That was a Return to Crocodile Island reference. I don't know, ball chat. You gotta cut me some slack. I know Ultraman and I know Godzilla. And I know a surprising amount of Star Wars lore. I feel like I know a good bit of Lord of the Rings lore too. Oh, there's 3 of these guys. Oh, shoot, not the baby! I guess burning them in lava does not... Hoglin's my worst enemy. Chat, am I cooked at Minecraft? I might be low-key cooked, I'm not gonna lie. At least I've got leather pants. I want to save those diamonds for, actually, I don't know what I want to save them for. There's a village over here, I'm gonna go steal their food. The Bolton staging laughing at me getting killed by hoglins again. Like... Bro, the hoglins just do not agree with me. Chat, what do you think of the Minecraft movie? Stand ready for my arrival, Zilla. Listen, I've never seen Invincible, but I do get the reference. Oh, chat, speaking of, should I watch Invincible? I don't know, I've only actually haven't seen clips, but, like, I know the gist. Like, it's about the son of this, Superman knockoff who is actually secretly evil. I don't know, like, I like the Ultraman anime, and it kind of looks like that, so... I don't know. Chat, do you have, like, an opinion on that? Oh, shoot. Maybe we should stop yapping. How do I keep dying even with opposable thumbs? I don't know. This is like the, one gorilla versus 100 humans debate. I think I need, like, 100 more of me to actually stand a chance against the Hoglin. I guess I already raided this place, but, I was hoping... oh, there's an apple! Food, at last. Oh, and freaking armor! I almost passed that up. How much do I like PNGs? Oh yeah, I've heard that the animation has definitely gotten lazy. I don't know. I think that I can at least stand kind of bad animation if the story's at least good. Honestly, I'm not at this point to start a farm. No, we're speedrunning. We don't have time. We don't have time. Yeah, I'll be honest, chat. The 3D anime style of the Ultraman anime, not really my cup of tea in the first place. I won't say it's bad per se. Like, the fights look really cool. Of course, the Ultras in their armor form look really cool, but it just feels like the humans kind of have an uncanny valley effect. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I think that show would be a lot cooler in the Clone Wars animation style. The Clone Wars animation style is gorgeous, by the way. Like, I usually prefer 2D animation, personally. I just feel like, I like the more stylistic style of animation. And 3D animation tends towards, what speedrun takes 10 days? Well, I haven't been playing Minecraft the 10 consecutive days, chat. Like, I've got stuff to do. I've got school. Need to hunt down more bunnies. So... So yeah, my point was, like, I can kind of stand bad animation if I think the story's good. Not to say that the Ultraman anime is really bad animation. It's just not my cup of tea. The manga's art, however, is flawless. It's pure art. Although, to be fair, to be completely honest, I do sometimes have a hard time telling what's going on in the fight scenes. But that just might be me, though. Like, I'm not really used to reading manga. This is the only manga I read, chat, is the Ultraman manga. And the Legend of Zelda manga, actually. But it's, like, just those two. I'm not really big into anime. I'm not really big into manga. I'm just big into, like, Godzilla and Ultraman. And maybe Tokusatsu, but I haven't really watched anything other than Ultraman. I think I'll like... I think I'll like Tokusatsu once I get more into it, but so far I've just been, like, laser focused on Ultraman. Other than, like, Godzilla, of course. Godzilla was my first obsession. That was, like, my first hardcore obsession. I was introduced to Godzilla when I was 4. And that was a time when I was scared of the abominable snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, bro. Like, I wasn't, like, big into scary movies or anything, but I just latched onto Godzilla. Okay. Whoops, I'm late. No, that's all good, Gavin, all good. We, honestly haven't done much. We kind of just died in another to a Hoglin baby. What are my thoughts on the upcoming Godzilla anime? I try to forget it exists. It's gonna be bad. I wanted to say I'm not gonna throw in the towel yet. But come on, like, that one image is all we need to know. Like, I don't know. Although, maybe I'm a hypocrite, because I did have this, idea for a comic book a while back. Well, and even I knew this was far out there, but, like, a comic book where it's set at the Heisei era, and, like, the Exilians are starting to invade, so kind of like Final Wars. But Godzilla's gone. We're just gonna ignore that Junior exists, for the record. And humanity's like, okay, we need, like, a new defender. So they decide to clone Godzilla, but with a twist. Because they clone Godzilla with Dr. Serizawa. Like, they mixed Godzilla and Dr. Serizawa together. So it's like this Jekyll and Hyde situation, where Dr. Serizawa, who died to stop Godzilla, mind you, is now merged with Godzilla. And can transform into Godzilla. And underneath his eye patch is, like, a Godzilla eye. It was a whole thing. I even did, like, fan art of it. And so, honestly, chat, though, like, I think there's a difference, because I think that there could be something very thematically strong about having Godzilla merged with Dr. Serizawa. And, like, the conflict that would arise between the two. And I think there's a big difference between that and just having Godzilla just be, like, some, like, anime kid. I've never seen My Hero Academia. I've never seen it, but that Godzilla kid looks just like the kid from My Hero Academia. Like, they're not even hiding it, bro. And, like, I don't know, I've seen some people try to defend it, like, oh, well, it's meant for a different audience, it's not meant for you, it's meant to hook, like, the anime kids into Godzilla. Like, just do that by making a good Godzilla anime. Like, Godzilla the series was honestly the closest thing we've gotten to a good Godzilla anime ever, honestly. Like, I'm actually a big fan of Singular Point, but I think that when it comes to traditional Godzilla, Godzilla the series is much more of a traditional Godzilla in animated form. And I think that you could hook the anime crowd in by making a good series like that. And if you want to have superheroes, like, have superheroes. Have Ultraman and Godzilla. Like, like, in anime form, that'd be the most epic crossover ever. Or even, like, the Kaisei era, which I still need to read. Like, I keep trying to remind myself I need to read the Kaisei era. But I've seen a little bit of it, and apparently from what I've seen, like, it has this kid with superhero powers, but it also got Godzilla. And, like, I'm pretty sure they're not the same character. So you can have superheroes, and you can have Godzilla. Like, even Godzilla Final Wars is, like, superheroes and Godzilla. But don't make Godzilla the kid wearing, like, Monster Hunter style armor. A kaiju romance anime was announced a while back. I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. Oh, you know what anime I'm really excited for, though? I am really, really, really excited for this one. The Darkness Heals anime. For context, Darkness Heals was a stage show project by Tsuburaya Productions a while back, and it features all of the Ultraman villains come back to life as anti-heroes in, like, a Suicide Squad / Thunderbolts type manner. It's got Ultraman Belial, it's got Evil Tiga, it's got Dark Zagi, it's got Carmira, and it's got my boy Juggless Juggler! It basically... The romance has Godzilla as an anime girl? Please tell me this is like some fan thing and not Toho. Please tell me this isn't official. Chat, I can't live with knowing that exists. I already have to deal with the weird anime variants of Godzilla that I know exist, which I can't talk about in chat for reasons, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I have to deal with knowing those exist. Please don't tell me. Does Darkness Heals have a Zeton? No, it does not. It's just like Dark Giants. That's the theme of the Darkness Heals team, is Dark Giants. So, they're making an anime about that, chat. Or at least last I heard they're making an anime. We haven't really heard much about it in, like, a good long while. But if that comes to fruition, I will be... Oh, I'll be hyped. I still want to find out where to actually read the manga. I'm disappointed that it doesn't seem like there's any official English translation of the manga available. So anyway, I kind of ignored Cyberlight's comment while I was ranting about anime. Do you think Ishiro Zarazawa would hate the idea of Kiryu being built from the skeleton of a member of Godzilla's species? Without a doubt, he would hate it. Without a doubt, because I feel like that's the kind of technology that the Oxygen Destroyer is, where it, in theory, has good application. Now, chat, I'm not really a proponent of genetic manipulation. I'm gonna say that out loud. I don't really think that genetics is something we should be messing with. But anyway, in theory, it's got good applications, but it also can be used for great destruction. And I think that Serizawa would recognize that. He'd recognize that, hey, it's not the Oxygen Destroyer, but it's got, like, the same capabilities, almost, for either for hypothetical good or intense destruction. And yeah, he would definitely be the first person to call that out, in my opinion. We need more animated Godzilla shows. But the upcoming Godzilla anime is what Toho can come up with. I'm with you there. Even the Americans came up with Godzilla the series, and that is my favorite Godzilla show. I know, I'm with you there. Like, like, Ultraman hasn't done animation a lot. But what it has done is, the 1979 anime, Ultraman USA, Ultraman Rising, and the Suit anime. And honestly, I think all of those are way better than, like, yeah, Subaraya knows how to do anime, Toho does not. It's true. I don't know why you humans act like genetic manipulation is gonna create giant mutant creatures. Well, they're already trying to make a dinosaur out of a chicken. It's not really so much that... It's not really so much that I think it's gonna create a giant monster, but I'll tell you what. Like, it's a fact that genetic manipulation can be used for nefarious purposes. Like in chemical warfare kind of thing. Like, so it definitely can be used for great catastrophe. Hypothetically. And also, it's not even that so much as I just don't believe we should be messing with creation. Like, I don't think we should be trying to turn a chicken into a dinosaur. Are chickens actually the descendants of dinosaurs? Like, I don't know. That's the theory, but ultimately that's all that it is right now, a theory. And so, I forgot to wear gold. I forgot to wear gold. You know who'd be the safest people in the Nether? Like, who'd be the most, like, secure, safe rappers. Because they never forget to wear gold. I feel like the criticism about how Godzilla's most dangerous weapon was used to put him out of commission in KOTM was a questionable choice. The ANEB would be a much better suited option. I'm not sure what an ANEB is. Is that like a Moab? Well, I don't know. Like, I actually think that using the Oxygen Destroyer there was a good choice, because in the end, I think it really does have the same message about how these weapons of mass destruction can be used in stupid ways, because ultimately it was used to take out not a dangerous kaiju, but like the protector of the current protector of humanity. Like, it didn't even phase Ghidorah, but it definitely phased Godzilla, and I think that in itself is a good critique of oh. Scroll up to see what I am talking about with the anti-nuclear energy. Speaking of the Oxygen Destroyer, I do wish that it was replaced with something like the anti-nuclear energy bacteria from Godzilla vs. Biollante. I don't know, chat. I think the Oxygen Destroyer pretty much suits the same... does the same thing in King of the Monsters. I mean, it takes out Godzilla. I think that what you call it, what it is, isn't really as important to the story as what it does. Do any of y'all remember Metasius from Max? I wish the Oxygen Destroyer had better foreshadowing and KOTM. Yeah, that honestly would have been good. It would have been, or at least in 2014 or something. Well, maybe 2014 would have been a bit early to have the Oxygen Destroyer. But yeah, definitely foreshadowing would have been nice. I'm not gonna lie, the Oxygen Destroyer just kind of came and went, which is definitely a flaw in the story. Like, it came and went without any further repercussions on the world. Like, I don't know. It might be nice if they try to bring it back in Supernova, though, because, like, hey, everyone knows at this point. I'm not even going to try to lie to you. Everyone knows that Space Godzilla is going to be the villain of Supernova. And so they're like, hey, this weapon already worked on a Godzilla. Why don't we try to use it on this Godzilla? I can't believe I survived that, chat. So, like, if they bring it back at some point, and try to use it on Space Godzilla, that might be interesting. Like, it needs to have more weight in the world, in my opinion. Like, it just needs to have more weight. I'm not gonna lie, though, Piglin earlier low-key saved me. I was fighting off 2 Hoglins, and that Piglin came in like a Chad and picked a fight. Chat, he was canonically a good guy. He'll be missed. I hope Teo will have more nighttime fights, the lack of nighttime fights before the last stretch of episodes. Oh, feels like a missed potential for a mega design, you know, with his shiny eyes and stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a complaint in, like, I think American kaiju movies that, like, all the kaiju fights happen at nighttime. But that's because they don't know how to do lighting. I think they're starting to figure it out, though. Like, the Hong Kong scene in Godzilla vs. Kong was beautiful. It was perfectly lit. Okay. It was perfectly lit with neon colors that really suited the movie's vibe. And yeah, like, the Japanese know how to light nighttime fights. Like, the first episode of Blazer. We kind of do know birds descended from theropod. Like, how, though? I mean, just, enlighten me, I guess. I'm not really big on the science of that. Like, I heard that, I mean, from my understanding, isn't the theory derive from the fact that they're both, like, hollow-boned? Alright, time to use chords. 239, 9. Okay, so we're pretty much just go straight, chat. What do you think about the kaiju designs in Teo, from what we've seen so far? They've showed off the first kaiju a lot, but we did get more glimpses of the other kaiju. Some beautiful scene shots, by the way, with, like, the lighting and everything, of some of the other kaiju at the end of the Teo preview special. In fact, if you want to go, like, just skip to the end of this preview special now and look at some of those shots, they, like, really are gorgeous. What do you think of the kaiju designs, is what I was originally asking. While I do some dangerous, basalt parkour. To the people that say GXK's CGI looks bad, I I have got to say, where are you going to find an underground fire lair in real life to film in? Where are you gonna find it, chat? Where are you gonna find it? Like, no, I have to agree. I have to agree. Like, I honestly thought it looked fire. The fiery cavern looked fire. Pun totally intended. They should have just filmed in the nether. Have to watch out for all these magma cubes, though. Not only are they hollow bone, but they share a lot of other features. Okay. I mean, to counterpoint, though, convergent evolution, right? Like, there's apparently crabs that are like, they're crabs, but they have no relation to each other at all. But they look just like each other. So I think my counter argument would be that just because they look like each other and share features doesn't mean, I mean, look like each other in a loose sense. Obviously, dinosaurs and chickens don't look exactly alike. But I'm just saying that, like, just because animals share some features... Wow, that's a lot of blazes. Ah! Run! We leave! I forgot my shield. Forgot to grab the shield. I like these new kaiju. They look original and new. Yeah, I heard someone complaining about the first kaiju. I forget who. But personally, I like the first kaiju. Oh, we're gonna die for sure. Eek. Don't get you started on the crabs. Which honestly, ow, ow, ow. I like that theory as, like, oh, it's wither skeletons! Like, I feel like it should be brought up in more sci-fi for why, like, to address the obvious, why do every... Are you gonna let me talk, Blaze? Or are you just gonna keep shooting me? I'm glad this netherwood does not catch fire. I can't see. Ah. Give me a sec, chat. Give me a sec. I don't know what started playing. I got like a bunch of videos open. I'll probably just close this, actually. Close all this stuff. I'm not gonna close the premiere of Teo. Oh, right. I was watching the Ultraman USA. Alright, well, for crabs, it only appears in crustaceans as a short body packed together will make them more difficult to be eaten, but there are many differences in biology, which is why there are... Okay, I see that you're, I see you're still writing. Okay, Gavin says, JP, what do you think about my Tsurugi armor of Teo and his lore that I give in previous channel videos? I'm sorry, I don't actually know the lore, but, chat, I think I'm just gonna take these 2 blaze rods home. Or at least as close to home as I can get. Like, if I try to get all 7 at once, I feel like I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Gassed! Why is this place like this? True-false crabs, which can be distinguished due to biological differences such as abdomen and other mumbo-jumbo. What if Michael Bay directed a Godzilla movie? Either it'd be an entertaining mess or a disaster. It could... Honestly, I think it'd be... I don't know. I've seen his first 3 Transformer movies. I have not watched, I've not watched the one with Grimlock. I've not watched The Last Night. So based on that alone, I think it'd be a fun popcorn movie. It definitely have its flaws, for sure. but I think it'd be fun. I'd definitely be willing to give it a try. So... And it have an epic Linkin Park theme. What I've done. Chat, it's my dream to have Linkin Park in a Godzilla movie. Not because of Transformers. Like, to be clear, I watched Transformers like maybe a year ago now for the first time, the 2007 Transformers movie. I've been a fan of Linkin Park all my life. So, I know a lot of people associate, like, Linkin Park and What I've Done with the ending of the Transformers movie, which is fire, by the way. I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message to all the Autobots out among the stars. We are here, and we are waiting. What I've done. Yeah, that's fire. That is fire. But I've loved Linkin Park way longer than that. Chat, like, that's the kind of music that should be playing during an epic fight scene, not whatever was in Supergirl. Although, I'm ragging on it, but I actually haven't seen Supergirl yet. I just know that it wasn't good. So, I'm ragging on it not out of experience, but just out of pure hilariousness. But I'm kind of sad that this is like the second DCU movie, and it already looks like it's they shouldn't have ditched the old DCEU, in my opinion. They should have just tried to save it, I think. I think that it was savable. But I think that by just ditching it, that they're kind of just, like, repeating history a little bit. Because they're trying to copy the MCU, too. Like, that was the biggest flaw with the DCEU, is that they were trying to copy the MCU. But grittier. But they were still trying to copy the MCU. Especially when they brought Joss Whedon in to do Justice League, and, like, he just basically did Avengers 1 all over again. But that's the problem with all superhero media. Like, they're all trying to copy the MCU. Holy... sorry. LARP Supergirl. Personally, I try not to use holy as an expletive, so forgive me, but I don't know, maybe I'm just being scrupulous about that. But LARP, yeah. Yeah, I am LARPing having seen Supergirl, and I'm LARPing hating on it from experience. I agree with you, no disrespect to James Gunn, but I would prefer if the DCU actually got a resolution. They should have at least done that, chat. They should have at least given it a resolution. Then again, that Flash movie was pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Well, actually, no, it was alright. It was alright. I'm not gonna lie. The Monsterverse is less of a cinematic universe and really just some kind of regular movie series with sequels. Which is a refresher. No, I agree with you there. Honestly. Calling it a verse is really just a marketing ploy. But I agree with you, not everything needs to be a cinematic universe. I mean, it kind of is, because it has Godzilla and Kong. But it also isn't, because it just has Godzilla and Kong. They're not making spin-offs about, well, I guess they're making spin-offs about Monarch. But then again, every movie series has spin-offs now. But they're not making spin-offs about Rodan. Chat. Should I level with you? Should I level with you? Before the MCU was a thing, we had Showa and Harry. I had been saying that all along. Like, I remember seeing a teaser for, the Avengers, where they were talking about the MCU, which was new at the time. And they're like, this is the biggest cinematic universe project ever. Like, this is the first time we're having characters cross over with each other. I'm like, sorry, I probably shouldn't be making fun of the guy, but I was just like, that is so wrong. That is so wrong. Like, honestly, yeah, you know, there's a point. Like, it kind of is the most... No, actually, you know what? That's completely false. Because I was going to say most ambitious, but Ultraman was low-key just as ambitious with his crossovers. Like, sure, they were all Ultramen, but they were also their own superheroes. And they were crossing over with each other all the time. So... like, Mega Monster Battle, 2009. 3 years before the Avengers movie. And the Ultraman already did their own Avengers. Right? You can't say they were ripping off the MCU idea because, like, the MCU was a year old and had, like, 1 or 2 movies at the time. And also, Ultraman had been doing crossovers way before Mega Monster Battle. I'm still baffled why no Godzilla x Gamera crossover. I mean, it'd be a big box office success in Japan. Toho's just really protective of their IP. Understandably so after Zilla. But at the same... I heard that Daiei, sorry, different company, did approach them with the offer, like, let's do Godzilla vs. Gamera. This is what I heard. This could be hearsay, could be official, I'm not even sure. But Toho was like, no. But a part of the offer was that Gamera wouldn't, because obviously Gamera's the good guy. They can have the good guy losing. But Toho was like, we do not want Godzilla to lose to another big name monster. Did that factor into Godzilla vs. Kong at all? I don't know. Darn, where's my... Oh, here it is. Did that factor in Godzilla x Kong, versus Kong, you think, where Godzilla won? Was that a part of his contract, or was that just, Wingard making Godzilla win? Because, according to him, that was a part of the backyard arguments he used to have at school, and that was kind of his way to vindicate that, was by having Godzilla win in the movie. Which honestly is really cool. Like, I think we can all relate to having those kinds of arguments. If not on the playground, then at least online, admittedly, since we're all kind of chronically online. I've, been homeschooled most of my life, so I don't really have that to say. Except that, no, I actually was in private school for a few times. And I remember that we didn't talk, like, who would win. But what we did was actually even more fun, because there was a tree in this field where they used to have recess. And this was way back when I used to live in good old Tennessee. I do not live in Tennessee anymore. I'm actually... And we used to sit under that tree and play Minecraft, like in our imagination. We used to play act Minecraft, and it was, chat, oh, that was so fun. I'm not gonna lie. Those were good memories. We could tell. Oh, that I was homeschooled? Oh, yeah, chat. Like, that's no secret. Okay, we got 2 Blaze Rods! We're professional video gamers. 2 Blaze Rods. I need a shield. I need a shield, and I need another pickaxe. And I am broke. I'm broke. We got about 1 hour and 20 minutes before Ultraman Teo. So, I don't suppose you can make a stone pickaxe with andesite. Darn. Shields are goated. Yes, they are. They're kind of OP, I'm not gonna lie. Like, not OP because you can use an axe to break someone's shield, but, and also the shield only covers so much. It's not like, you can hold up your shield and protect your back in Minecraft. But they are very powerful. Gonna be back in a few minutes. Alright, well, yeah. I've got a farm, a mine. Oh, I mined up this pillar, which I actually made to mark where my mine was. That was not smart of me. Alright. Y'all got any more thoughts about Teo? Like, any predictions you wanna make? Like, alright, chat. What do you think? Will we have Ultraman cameos in this show? Because cameos were kind of a hallmark of the new generation. And then, like, we had the BAO trilogy. Shields make creepers into mild nuisances. I almost said nuances. Teo spawned a lot of memes. Has it really? I haven't really. I quit Reddit chat. So, I've kind of, like, I'm still chronically online because I, like, have YouTube and stuff, but I'm a little less so now. So, I haven't really kept up with the memes. Got any good examples? Got any good examples of the memes? I'm starving in a cave. I'm starving in a cave. Coal. That's cool. JP, to be honest, what do you think? No comment. Chat. If you're... Oh, I like the Sarugi one. I'll say that for sure. But chat, if you have any idea, then you'll know why I say no comment. I'm not even sure I'm allowed to talk about it on my more or less child-friendly stream. But no, I actually do tend to like your Ultraman designs. You're definitely a good artist, to say that. By the way, chat, when I say I'm not allowed to talk about it on this child-friendly stream, that was mostly a joke. That was mostly a joke. Don't get that twisted in the wrong way. Iron. Need food. No, I try to keep my Discord server completely safe, for the record. Oh, Luscious Cave. Okay. Or whatever it's called. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is, chat. I think it is a Lush Cave. Or maybe just... Diamonds! Let's try to mine it with the stone pickaxe. I don't even have a crafting table. Oh, wait, I don't even need a crafting table. I'm dumb. Chat, imagine if we just found a stronghold, like, right here. Okay. I freaking hate this gravel. Okay. We're gonna... Where'd the diamonds go? There's one. I'm gonna make a crafting table. Table de crafting. Have you heard of how Paramount bought Warner Bros? Hope that they do not touch the Monsterverse. And, I don't think I'll have any bearing on the Monsterverse, to be honest. Chat, though, I'll be completely honest. I'm glad it wasn't Netflix. I'm glad it wasn't Netflix because I don't trust them to not make everything direct to streaming. Then again, Paramount's kind of got the same problem, doesn't it? Like, with Avatar and stuff. They completely betrayed the Avatar team when they made the Avatar movie direct to streaming instead of in movie theaters. Because, like, that stuff would have done amazing in theaters. Avatar: The Last Airbender still has a huge fandom, including myself. So, Like the fact that they're like, oh, we're just gonna release it to our Paramount Plus. Like, you know what? Streaming is unironically the worst thing to happen to cinema as an art. Movies, television shows, all of it went down the drain as soon as Netflix opened that can of worms. And yeah, I'm furious, chat. So I don't think it's gonna have any bearing on the Monsterverse, though. I think even Paramount would realize that that Monsterverse is good as is. They've been doing well in the movie industry as it is. They've been making like 500 million pretty reliably. Like I think KOTM's the only one that really flopped hard. So I think that we're good, chat, honestly. Would Legendary find a new distributor? Well, I don't think it's just distribution, chat. Like, doesn't Warner Bros. Kind of own Kong? So they kind of have to work with Warner Bros. Is the thing. Or something. I don't know. I think there's like a three-way... There's like a three-way custody battle over Kong. There was a three-way custody battle over Kong. And like Warner Bros. And Universal and maybe like some third company partially own Kong. Imagine JP does, after getting those diamonds, does what? Does what, chat? Also, I'm pretty sure there were diamonds that I've forgotten where they are. I've forgotten where I am. Where am I? Where am I, chat? Okay. Are they buried under these stupid gravel? Yes. Here they are. Yeah, I think it was a three-way custody battle. Maybe RKO was involved at the time. Maybe. Or whoever made Kong 76. Hear me out loud. But imagine if Legendary cut ties with Warner Bros. And partnered with Universal. Would that work? Because, you know, Universal does also own Kong. I'll give you that. They do. But do they own the Monsterverse version of Kong? Or does Warner Bros. Have partial custody over that? Since they gave Legendary... They were the ones who gave Legendary the rights to Kong. I'm not sure, chat. I'm not sure how it works. Toxic... Yeah, movie studios suck. I'm not gonna lie. Except Subaraya Productions, baby! Like, I feel like Subaraya Productions is like the only movie studio I know of that hasn't like actively stabbed their fan base in the back at least once. They've been stabbed in the back by some certain companies, named Chayo. But Subaraya is honestly, I've never heard of them doing anyone dirty in the way that like every movie studio. I only have 4. Honestly, oh, I guess I could make more, but I'm close enough to the surface. I'm just gonna tower up. We're gonna rise up. When you're down in the cave, you mine up. chat. We've got 3 votes on the poll. 6-7% of people think that Ultraman Teo would be good, and 33% think it's gonna be awesome, which I think is just one guy, probably Gavin. But chat, we have got two blaze rods already. Plus, we know where a warped forest is. So we're gonna have like Eyes of Ender in like a little bit, if I don't drown. Why am I not drowning actually? Oh, I'm under ice. There we go. Stupid ice. Where am I, chat? Remember when... Am I crazy, or didn't... I see you, creeper. I see you, creeper! I'm not even sure it's... Okay, I'm out of here. You can have the rabbit. I'm just glad I'm in survival mode. Ah. Chat. Creeper! Oh man! Oh, the good old days, the good old days. Fallen Kingdom was the best. Made by the same guy, by the way. Captain Sparkles. Right, this whole thing was to get iron for a shield. So that I don't instantly get demolished by those blazes. Living like a lower class hobbit. Indeed, chat. Indeed. I always wanted to be a dwarf. Dwarves? They're tough, they're sturdy, they're loyal. They know how to make amazing works of art, which I've always resonated with, and they sing very well. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Clamavi de Profundis dwarf, and just throw in the keyword dwarf there, and you'll see what I mean. Dwarves are even better at elves than singing. I know it's a hot take, but it's true. I prefer Kremlings. What the heck's a Kremling? Is that like a gremlin? Bruh. And I almost went in the nether without making a shield again. I'm low-key cooked. Leave that there, that there. We dig in a mine the whole day through. To dig is what we like to do. We dig up diamonds by the score, 1,000 rubies, sometimes more. We don't know what we dig them for. We diggity dig. I don't know, Paul. Well, Chat, I've already said I don't know ball. You can stop making fun of me for it. No, I don't know ball. Actually, you know, the Nether update sucks. Chat, like, I was watching like Dream SMP videos from 5 years ago, and when I realized that the Nether update was already a thing by then and already that old, I was like, how old am I? Wasn't the Nether update just like last year? It's already 5 years old. Can we talk about the wasted potential of the anime trilogy? And I forgot food again. Crumblings and Boltons are both a series staple that have not appeared in over a decade. What series? What series? Not gonna lie, I am very low-key confused. Chat, I was actually a part of an art project recently. A small part, but I'm still very proud of it. Um, if if you look up, it was either my latest post or one of my latest posts. And yeah, it was a art project animatic thing, commemorating Technoblade. I drew one picture in it. It's one of the pictures in the scrapbook Philza opens when he's reading Technoblade's Last Will. With Rambo, Nikki, and Tommy there. So, anyway, you should highly check it out. Definitely check it out. Highly recommended. Not because of my role in it, but because everyone killed it in that project. There was like a ton of animators involved, ton of artists, ton of amazing art, and it deserves way more views than it's gotten. But it hasn't done terrible. It's got 500 views, bro. I think this is the right way. Is this the way? This is the way. When I tried to make an art competition, it only got me to do it. I mean, you, Bolton C. I know. I'm disappointed too. 239. 239. Should probably mine up something this gold too. Why not try it again? Well, actually, I'm kind of trying that again, but like soft core trying it again. Low key trying it again, I should say. Better word for it. Because my Ultraman Day project, like, I invited people to send in their artwork, but it was mostly about getting people's kind of a testimonial about the Ultraman franchise and what makes it special to them. So that's like the main part of it, but there's also I would very much like people to be submitting artwork part of it. Gavin said he's going to, but no one else has. But I have gotten some pretty good comments that I'll definitely include. Godzilla, Earth, and Void Ghidorah are cool concepts on paper. I 100% agree like that. Well, kind of. Actually, honestly, I think Godzilla Earth is worse on paper than he is in application. Because he's a giant plant. He's Violante, y'all. But no, he's cool. I don't know, I've always considered, like, funnily enough, when you think about it, Godzilla Earth is Violante, because he's Godzilla as a plant, and Singular Point Godzilla is Space Godzilla, because he's Godzilla from space. Or, technically, from another dimension, but whatever. From space! So, like, we got anime adaptations of Space Godzilla and Violante before we got anime adaptation. Oh, and Godzilla Boy with the new anime before we got an adaptation of the actual Godzilla. No, I like Singular Point Godzilla a lot. I'm not ragging on it, but I just find it funny that it's basically Space Godzilla in disguise. Not gonna lie, Shin Godzilla is kind of more like Destroya than traditional Godzilla, when you think about it. He's got like the same color scheme. He evolves throughout the course of the movie. He's got a tail weapon. It's not a pincer, but a laser, but whatever. He's got a tail weapon. He's supposed to grow wings. Like, they mentioned that he was probably going to grow wings if they let him keep evolving. So, bro was just going to straight up evolve into Destroya. Actually, I did write a fan fiction where it was like Godzilla vs. Kong, but before the movie actually came out. So it was like my hypothetical version of Godzilla vs. Kong. Where they had to fight Shin Godzilla, who evolved into Destroya. It was peak. It was peak. Or actually... Yeah, no. Right, I almost misremembered something. No, I actually remember now. I kind of, like, reworked... I don't know, I originally started writing the story as Godzilla vs. Kong. But I wanted to... Chat, I don't know if any of you... If any of you know about the G-Fest, or the G Magazine, that's, like, made by the same people who do G-Fest. But they have a, or at least they had, a short story competition thing. And so I wanted to enter it, so I made it, instead of Godzilla vs. Kong, at some point I made it into Godzilla vs. G-Fantas. I think. But with, like, the same plot. Now that I'm on AO3, I'm not really on AO3 though. That's the thing, I'm not on AO3. I put out one story on AO3 and, like, closed it forever. I mean, I checked my story to see if it gets any traction, but I do not look at anything else. So no, I'm not sure what the AO3 writer's curse is. I know Passerine by Fiscus is, like, the only AO3 story I've ever read. Actually, I like to listen to, like, an audiobook version of it on YouTube, not gonna lie. It is one of the best stories I've ever read, chat. It's about Technoblade. And, well, I know Minecraft fanfiction might sound silly. It was, I'm not lying when I say it's one of the best stories I've ever read. You don't need to know Minecraft. You don't need to know, like, Herobrine's not in it. Like, you don't even know, like, the Dream SMP, because it's its own story, loosely based around the characters from the GMSMP. And yeah, it's just like a work of art. So chat, we've gone an hour, less than an hour before Teo. Oh, another one spawned already? Chat, I'm so cooked. I don't even have food. AO3 is a weird place. I mean, yeah. I kind of suspected that. That's why I don't go on it. I've heard about AO3's reputation. But Passerine is what inspired me to post a story on there. I'm not gonna lie. Because, like, hey, oh, it's not all weird stuff. Some of it's pretty good, actually. School drama. Interesting. Ooh. Okay. I hate when these blazes just float over lava and, like... Seriously, bro. I'm about to... Come on. Come on. Is there any way I can get this guy to, like, come back on the bridge? Wow, there's 3 of them over there! Okay. You know what? You want me? Come get me, bro. Stop scoping me. Whatever. Dude, I need a bow. You know what I need? I need to become prepared, bro. But, whatever. I get to respawn. This is a war of attrition. I just really want... Okay, those blazes despawned. You know what's messed up, chat? Blaze rods burn. Why do they burn? I'm just gonna try to bypass this guy. I'm just gonna bridge over him. Don't mind me. Not suspiciously bridging at all. Oh, okay. Yep. Dude, he's just gonna follow me. How can I lose this guy? Wait, where'd he go? How far outside the realm of the... Okay. Seriously, bro? Of course I died from fall damage. Chat, we're good at Minecraft. I need food. I need food. Okay, we're just gonna not sprint. Okay. It's weird effect. Well, I couldn't get away from that wither skeleton. I was gonna die anyway. So. This was like the third episode of me just traveling through the Nether and getting blaze rods. We're not sprinting. We're not sprinting. We're punching another wart block. Oh, we got 4 votes now. Ultraman Teo will be just good, 75%. Not amazing. Which I think is fair. I think that's a fair assessment. Chat, I'm really hoping. I don't think it's gonna happen. But let me know if you think it's gonna happen. I thought I fell to my death there. I'm really hoping that we get like another Showa era type Earth. Where like, just like where the Ultraman just, you know, coexist as like in one big story. Like, it doesn't need to be set in a different universe every time, in my opinion. The closest thing we've gotten to that Showa era universe is Tiga and Dyna sharing the same world. And honestly, that was pretty cool. Like, it was pretty cool seeing like Dyna become a hero in the world where Tiga was a hero, if that makes sense. Is that? Oh, I thought that. Gotta prepare food for possible peak. Yeah, well, it's 6:17. I got some time. Planning on watching it with my family, so. I'm glad the Nether Fortress isn't that far. I'm also glad that I don't have to travel across like a lava ocean to get to it, which is usually the case. I usually have to cross a pretty long lava ocean to get to another fortress. Again, bro. Chat. How lost am I? Yeah, any of y'all know where I actually am? I think I gotta, like, bridge up somewhere. Oh, yeah. I think I see the bridge. Yep. I did not land that. Shoot. Oh, man. That was so close. Hatsune Miku, by the way? Like, just asking, like, this... I don't know, like... Is that like an anime character? Like, I've seen the Miku and Godzilla memes. But... Bolton Seijin sends a skull emoji. I guess I deserve that. I don't know. Who is she, though? Like, seriously. Anime? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I don't know, bro. It's like a singer, right? Like one of those, idols, quote unquote. It's a mascot for voice synth software. It's not AI, it predates it. Oh, a mascot! Really? Okay. Okay. Interesting. I'm glad I asked. Thank you. What's voice synth? Is that like, auto-tune? Roads go ever on and on, down from the door where it began. Now far ahead the road has gone, and I must follow if I can, pursuing it with eager feet until it joins some larger way where many paths and errands meet. And whither then I cannot say. I'm gonna find a video to explain it to you, Unc. I guess I deserve that. Like, I don't know. It feels like I just woke up one day and everyone knew who Hatsune Miku was. And I'm like, I'm too tired to deal with this. Shoot. Saha! Seriously! I only bridged up quicker, bro. I guess I did kind of have to bridge over a lava pool, but not that much. Not that much. Usually it's like the whole way to the Nether Fortress is like over a precarious bridge over a lava pool I had to makeshift. I ever wonder if -1 and 2005 Kong take place in the same universe? That'd be sick, bro. Hatsune Miku is older than you? No way. No way. The first time I heard about Hatsune Miku was Snow Godzilla. Anyone remember Snow Godzilla from the anime about trains? You know, the anime. I'm kidding. I was just gonna not gonna say that joke. Freaking Hoglins! The first time, so that's the first time I heard about Miku, right? Because she was in that anime for some reason, which I don't get. She's from 2009. Seriously? As a mascot. She's been around as a mascot since 2009. What? What? she's... Actually, that'd make her as a conceptual character, which, that's why you're saying, right? Like, she's a mascot, she's not a real person. So, as a conceptual character, she's only 3 years younger than I am. Because I was born in 2006. So, this Hatsune Miku mascot has existed most of my life. And I found out about it, like, 2 years ago. There's no way. Actually, 2007. So 1 year younger than me. This thing has existed for almost as long as I have. Okay. Well then. 2007, that's when the first Transformers movie came out. What I've done! In chat, I'll say, like, even though I've only watched, like, the first Transformers movie, like, a year ago, I've known about it, okay? So, it's not the same. It's not the same. At least I knew about it. Chat, do I do a good Optimus Prime impression? Like, we must capture the Allspark to keep it safe from Megatron. I don't know. I like doing random voices to myself when no one's listening, or I guess when people are listening, just whenever. Whenever. I'm alive. I just want to get my stuff, bro. I'd like to do more, like, videos of just me doing funny voices. Obviously I don't consider myself a voice actor. Like, it sounds alright. Thank you, Cyberlight. Thank you. And alright is honestly all I was looking for, chat. You know what? I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm cooked. Well, piglins can just swim in lava? When? Since when? There's 2 of them just swimming in lava. Is this a thing that just happens now? I sound like Optimus's neglectful uncle. You know what? I'm just gonna... Meteor Chris, fine. Alright. I think I'm gonna take a break from this world and play on this world. Chat. Perchance, do any of you know who this actually is? I made the statue by myself, by the way. No tutorial. Then again, it's just a purple blob. It doesn't really need a tutorial. Any of you know who this is? He's goated, by the way. Any guesses? No. Y'all don't know ball. This is my turn to say, y'all don't know ball. The man behind the slaughter. Which slaughter in particular? I think you're on track. I think you know who this is. I only watch Minecraft mod add-on contents. No. Y'all don't know Ball. I forgot his name. Okay, this is Wimbu. He's very famous on Lifesteal and the Unstable SMP. Um, he uses what's called orbital strike cannons, which is like I don't know, crazy redstone people like made a nuke basically. And so he uses maces and orbital strike cannons to just like mow down armies of people in the scripted Unstable SMP. Anyway, this is my private world, by the way. Here you're getting like a first-hand. I remember from Squiddo's videos. Yeah. I'm starving again. Like, I ain't never got food, bro. So this is my castle. This is my castle. What you think? Chat, half an hour until Ultraman Teo. These are my sheep. I almost fell off there. These are my sheep. Probably. I need food. I need food. This is my village. Unfortunately, all the villagers died when I wasn't looking. So yeah, lessons learned. Next time I'll just build a wall. Oh, like my armor trim? Like my armor trim? These are my statues. I did use tutorials for the Technoblade statue at any rate. Dream's statue is kind of just, simple. Made entirely from wool. And these are like these are like entirely to scale. Like imagine each block is a pixel. It's entirely to scale. Entirely made out of wool. And this way is something really cool. Chat, I will still try to like get the blaze rods and like do the Ender Dragon quest on that other world, but I'm just taking a break from that right now. Obviously, I'm not gonna get it all done today. Chat, in the future, would you like to see me try to beat the Ender Dragon or just do builds? I'll probably just, like, beat the Ender Dragon at some point, and then just do builds on my streams. Like, Ultraman stuff. I have all these copper blocks because, like, I found a trial chamber, down here. And Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Yep. Bam. Does anyone recognize this? You should build a statue with that copper. Yeah, sure. Does anyone recognize this? Any of my 2 viewers right now? There. Why is it so easy to get copper? Because it was kind of useless until they decided last minute to make it be made into armor. Do you recognize this, at least? Alright, I'll just tell you. This is a complete replica of Technoblade's house from the Dream SMP videos. This is where he went after he helped the Lamamberg rebels overthrow J-Schlatt, and then they ended up forming a government, and he crashed out and kind of blew everything up the first time. And then he made this cottage. He had an Enderman here named Edward. And funnily enough, this Enderman just happened to appear while I was building this. While I was building this house. True story. I built this purely in survival, and this Enderman just showed up right where Edward used to be. Edward the Enderman from Technoblade's videos. He was always like in this boat here, right next to the fireplace. And so this Enderman just showed up one day, and like, oh, I don't know, bro. It made me tear up a little bit. This is the channel number bell. This is where he always used to tell you to subscribe. Subscribe to Technoblade. He always used to have this bell with him. And yeah, so this is like a 1-to-1 build. Even the basement, like, here, this is where he had, like, the Halloween-themed, zombie and zombie pigman. Because, if you don't know, like, every Halloween, mobs have a chance of spawning with a fully lit jack-o'-lantern on their head. And so Technoblade did a stream where he hunted down, these mobs to capture and put on display. These mobs with the lit-up jack-o'-lantern heads. I watched that full stream, by the way. Like, it was very fun to watch. This is like canonically, the ladder is like canonically broken like this. I don't know why. This is where he had all these chests here, filled like a ton of golden apples and stuff that Tommy would use to steal. And yeah. This is it. This is the Technoblade cottage. We're talking about him like a historical figure because he was. Exactly. He was historic. And yeah, I am like giving like a tour of like a old I'm like giving the tour of like Abe Lincoln's house right now, but for Technoblade, and it's awesome. So yeah. Hold on. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap up Minecraft right now. And I'm going to... I live a block away from a historical landmark. Oh, cool. Hmm. So... Well, it's New York City. There's probably historical landmarks all over that place. Um... So... Alright, I'm going to actually show you on stream the Technoblade tribute video. So give me 1 second, chat. And so give me 1 second. All right. All right. I wish I could whistle. Yeah. Oh, fun trivia fact. Um, do any of you know the scene where like Juggler invades the hospital where Naomi's staying at after she got injured with a Thunderbreaster, and he's whistling Guy's harmonica theme, right? Well, they had to get like a stand-in to whistle for him because he didn't know how to whistle. Um, so don't feel bad because the goat can't whistle either. Takaya Ayagi. Uh, Jugless Juggler, I mean. So let me see. I'm gonna get the audio to. Huh. All right. So this is the Technoblade tribute. I played a small role in this, but mostly I just want to highlight the work of like all the great people, all the great artists who worked on this. So I'm just gonna shut up from now
Starting the stream. You just have to shoot for the stars in every situation.
I need a name for my horse. Call him a Brick.
I need to stab people for coins. Hey, Sora. You want to go out? What? Your mind is just melted. The solution? A gun.
No! Why were 3 out of 4?
That baby better learn today. I don't actually have a driver's license. Let's go. I don't even care. You know what? Weapons are for casuals. It's gonna be the cool sensei. Wait, no, but the sensei always dies. No. Oh.
Hey, Technoblade.
Potato rank 1 spot is now mine. Pig rank acquired. The Antarctic Empire starts today. Chat 20 seconds before world domination is complete. Stay in school, kids. It makes you better at PvP. Truly, this is the end of an era.
Tell Rambo and Nikki that they're stronger than they know. Tell Tommy that I hope he finds what he's looking for, whatever that is. Phil, I'm glad I met you in this life.
And the universe said, you are the daylight. And the universe said, you are the night. And the universe said, the darkness you fight is within you. And the universe said, the light you seek is within you. And the universe said, you are not alone. And the universe said, I love you because you are love. And the game was over, and the player woke up from the dream. And the player began a new dream. And the player dreamed again, dreamed better. And the player was the universe. And the player was love. You are the player.
Wake up.
Anyways, chat, that was the thing. Honestly, everyone did so good. That I'm very proud to be a part of the project. Uh, I'm I'm very glad that I saw the Reddit post where the creator of the project was asking for collaborations, asking if anyone would be interested in working with the team on this. And honestly, it was I didn't I didn't do a lot. I'm very quiet for some. Oh, is this better, chat? All right. Yeah. Well, guys, 10 minutes from Ultraman Teo. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. But please, go watch the actual video. Show it some love. So I just want to say I was glad I was on Reddit long enough to see that post and be a part of this, even if it's just a small part. Cause this was epic. So yeah, all right. Ultraman Teo time. Goodbye. Hold on, I started clicking recording instead of I clicked start recording instead of stop streaming. I'm kind of dumb. All right, let's try that.